नमोऽस्तुते महागणपते नमोऽस्तुते मातङ्गमुखा नमोऽस्तुते गिरिजानन्दन नमोऽस्तुते पार्वती बालक नमोऽस्तुते ओंकारेश्वर नमोऽस्तुते जय गणनाथ नमोऽस्तुते महागणपते नमोऽस्तुते मातङ्गमुखा नमोऽस्तुते महागणपते नमोऽस्तुते नमोऽस्तुते। There are some questions, we'll try to answer. All the lokas, are they physical places or are they within us as state of beings? There are some scholars who say that all of them are states of beings, but if we go by the description of Shastra, they are the places because we have got the description of the travel itself, that how Shukla Gati there are different devatas, for Krishna Gati there are different devatas, and how this jiva is taken from one stage to the other. And therefore, we have reasons to accept that they are the places, the lokas are physical places. Maybe they are in a subtle plane, therefore we are not able to see them. Because all lokas will not be having the same grossness as this world has. And therefore we may not be able to see them, but they are accepted as these physical lokas, physical places described in the Shastra. For this pramanam is Shastra only. Nobody has come and told that I went to Brahmaloka and it is very good or not very good. So we don't have such description. Only Shastram is pramanam. But as a Vedanti, if this person who has asked this question, we have asked this question. So, as a Vedanti, whether these lokas are physical places or they are mental states, either way, I am not interested. Vairagyam is what? Iha amutra phalabhoga viragaha. Dispassion towards the bhoga, the experience of the objects here and hereafter. In fact, nowadays we don't focus so much on Vairagya to Paraloka. Why? Because people, Swamiji, we don't want to go there. We are not interested. Why not interested? Because we don't believe in it. So, Swamiji, 50% Vairagya we have. Paraloka Vairagya we have. Only, Swamiji, I want to go to Switzerland. So, now we have to talk to them about Switzerland Vairagya. So, our Vedanti's approach is, even though I have answered the question, but still I am putting an additional note, that Vedanti's approach is, whether it is a physical place or it is a mental state, whatever it is, I am not interested. That is the final, what is called understanding, we can settle in our mind. Because whatever answer we give, it is purely based on Shastra. It's a purely based on the Shraddha you may have in Shastra. Huh? Tatra ka paridevana. Yes. Yes. So we don't bother about it. So wherever it is, whether it is physical or mental. Acha, please advise how to deal with fear. First small FER and then big FER. I don't know what does it mean. Okay, I will not ask this who has asked this question, because person may have fear to tell that also. So I will not ask. Generally I will ask. Puja Swamiji was very particular. Whoever asked the question, he or she has to write the name. But for this question, I will exempt the person. Because say person may have fear. Swamiji, how can I tell in front of... Okay. Good. This is your coming out of fear now. See, one thing from this, what we learn, face the challenge. In fact, generally what happens when we are afraid of something, we try to avoid it. When we avoid it, it becomes stronger. It becomes more frightening. And since it is more frightening, further you avoid. Then it becomes more frightening. If you face it, let me face it, what happens? Then you will find that it is not as frightening or as troublesome as I thought it to be. Most of the time, our fears are exaggerated, unfounded most of the time, and even if they are founded, they are having some basis, they are exaggerated. Face it. That let me face. Okay, this is one answer. First of all, we acknowledge fear is a human emotion. Is an emotion which every human being has. Is there anybody sitting in this hall can say that Swamiji, I don't have fear at all? Is there anybody? No, Swamiji, fear. Immediately I will bring some snake. So fear is bound to be, fear is there. As long as you are a jiva, Dvitiya, the Dvaita Drashti is there, fear is going to be there. But fear becomes a problem when it is more intense, little abnormal fear. Normal fear everybody has. But we can be free from that abnormal fear by taking some steps. One is, Puja Swamiji used to say very nicely, I remember when I read this question, he said, you welcome fear. Don't be afraid of fear. Otherwise what happens, we are afraid of fear, means I have fear of fear. Means I feel that, oh, I will have fear. So you have fear of fear. And then afterwards what will be there? You will have fear of fear of fear. Then you become embodiment of fear. Therefore, at least you start with in small situation. When you have got small fear, means fear regarding the small situation, then you say, I welcome fear. I am not afraid of fear. This is the first step. Anyway, fear is there. Say you are afraid of fear. You are having hatred towards fear. You want to escape from fear. Instead of that, I welcome fear. I am not afraid of fear. Pujya Swamiji was so particular about this. He used to, in sometime management workshop and all, he used to make people repeat, he will say, I am not telling, but he will say, I welcome fear, I am not afraid of fear. One can repeat this. I am not afraid of fear, I welcome fear. See, People say, Swamiji, isn't it a foolish thing? We are not welcoming the source of fear. The thing because of which you have fear, we are not welcoming that. That also later on we can welcome. But right now we are welcoming the fear which is already there. Already mehman aa gaye, guest has already come. So you are rejecting the guest. You tell the guest, yes, you are welcome. When you welcome a situation, it will not be as frightening or as troublesome as it would be if you are afraid of it or if you hate it. So first thing is, I welcome fear. I am not afraid of fear. Second thing is, we develop more and more devotion to Ishvara. There is a beautiful Hindi, we used to say this, originally it is in Gujarati, but we have made it in Hindi. मैं हरि का हरि है मम रक्षक, ये भरोसा जाए ना, हरि करेगा सो मम हित का, वो निश्चय बदलाए ना. I will translate in English. मैं हरि का, I belong to the Lord. मैं हरि का हरि है मम रक्षक. The Lord is my protector. ये भरोसा जाए ना, let this trust not go away. जो करेगा, जो हरि करेगा सो मम हित का, whatever Bhagavan does, it will be for my well-being. Let this conviction not go away. So, we develop more and more devotion to Bhagavan, then your devotion will neutralize or dilute the feeling of fear. And whenever there is a thought, there is emotion of fear, the thought in the form of fear comes, let every thought of fear be followed by a prayer. Suppose you have fear, what will happen? Suppose you have to give some program. Yeah, today I asked the children who gave the performance, yesterday I asked them. I said that you are very confident. Were you afraid? So one boy said, all of them said, no, we were not afraid. One boy said, well, thoda sa dar tha. I mean, little bit fear was there. What? Well, beijjati na ho jaye. Means, there should not be any embarrassing situation. So, very nice. So, like that we also have that I am going to do this, Swamiji is coming, I have to cook, and I don't know whether everything will be okay, everything will be okay, or any such thing. I am going to give some presentation, will it be okay? So, fear is there. We don't reject fear. We need not even try to escape from the feeling of fear, emotion of fear. When fear is there, you welcome that fear and let this feeling of fear or emotion of fear be followed by small prayer. Oh Lord, please protect me. So, let every emotion of fear be followed by prayer. So, your fear will take you to Ishvara. Every time the emotion of fear will take you to Ishvara. And one more thing is, remain in the company of people who are relatively fearless. Observe them, listen to them, and even talk to them, and they will give you courage. If you talk to somebody who is already frightened, then he will increase your fear. So talk to the people who are relatively free from fear. Then all these things will help. But let me put a final note. Complete freedom from fear is only by Atmagdanam. Advitiya Atmagdanam. That alone is the final solution. But till the final solution comes, these are the intermediate ways. What they call interim relief. So in between relief you get it. Alright. So now, okay, one more question I will answer, and then some people have suggested to see Pujya Swamiji's video, so we'll do it. Why do we pray to the Shivalinga. Really speaking, we are not praying to Shivalinga. We are praying to Shiva through Shivalinga. Generally, I give the example. My favorite example is when you are talking on mobile. Are you talking to the mobile or you are talking to the person? Huh? Person. If I ask you that for half an hour, what are you doing? Swamiji, I am talking to mobile. Do you say that? What do you say? Person. Nobody, Puja Swamiji nicely says, he said, we are not idol worshippers. We are idol worshippers is idol thinking. We are idol worshipper is not correct. We are Bhagavad Pujakaha. We are not Murti Pujakaha. Every Hindu should know this. We are not worshipping the idol really. We are worshipping the Lord through the idol. You are talking to the person only through the mobile. You are not talking to the mobile. Even though directly if I see you, what are you doing? I will see you talking. Half an hour you are speaking to mobile. So I will say that. But really you are not speaking. Similarly, remember, you are always worshipping the Lord. Never think yourself to be Murti Pujaka. Unnecessary we are given the complex. You are a Murti Pujaka. You are very superstitious, undeveloped, unrefined. Murti Pujaka. We are not Murti Pujakaha. We are Bhagavat Pujakaha. We are worshipper of Ishvara. We are not worshippers of idol. Never buy that idea. See, sometimes what happens, no? People call you Chintu, Chintu, and you also say, who is speaking Chintu? You also will say. Similarly, people started calling you idol worshipper. So you bought the idea, yeah, we are idol worshippers. Don't buy wrong ideas. So they call you Chintu. You should say, I am Subramanyam only. You should not say, I am Chintu. All right. So, we are not worshipping Shivalinga, we are worshipping Shiva through Shivalinga. And why Shivalinga is worshipped, for that there is a story. I will tell you in the next satsang. Om Shanti Shanti.